Today on how it's made, swords. Liquid fire is poured into a sword-like mold. It cools down and looks like a nacho chip. It catches fire, and this dude beats the nacho with a hammer until it turns into a sword. His wife watches from afar thinking, "Man, I wish he'd hammer me like that." He sticks his nacho sword into powdered sugar to enhance the flavor, and despite the court order, he polishes his sword in full view of the public again. His wife is not amused and secretly plots his demise. The final step is chiseling a rat's skull on the handle. Now the nacho sword is ready to be used at bat mitzvahs or any other family gathering. And that, my friends, is how swords are made.
And now on to our feature presentation.
Grandfather, tell me a story.
All right, go and get your storybook.
No, not one of those. A real story.
A real story?
Oh, for the love of Benji. Just tell me about when you were a boy.
Well then, I shall have to take you back with me. Our story begins a long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away.
That's just Star Wars, you old coot. Now tell me a really real story, or it's back to the nursing home you go.
Try it and I'll cut you. It all started when I was fishing in the dirt. I was not a particularly smart kid. A man appeared and made horses magically pop out of his bottom.
You say that, but they are clearly coming out from behind that rock.
Yeah, well, deal with it. Somebody threw fire at the cameraman, and he ran into my house, which was very flammable. The people were bad, but do you think the horses were any nicer? Nay. I ran like a sissy and hid behind a tree. It turns out those bad guys I saw were actually members of some sort of rock band. He took one look at me and knew I was a stupid child. My mom said, "What are you gonna do? Laser beam my head off?" He responded with a hearty "Bitch, please." With my mom gone, I turned to the only friend I had left, Mubaka, and asked him what we should do.
I'm just a puppet, and therefore can't affect this world in any way.
I had not seen someone that disappointed since my mother found out I wasn't adopted. Luckily, there was still hope for me. I was able to land a job making the merry-go-round go round. I was so good at my job that they promoted me from dumb kid to Arnold Strong.
That doesn't make any sense.
Shut it, child. Now, where was I? Ah, yes, I remember now. I was in the hospital getting ready to birth my second child, your Aunt Arnelda.
Grandfather, no! That's not how the story goes.
Right. I was Arnold Strong, and I was the best damn carousel wheel pusher the world had ever known. Or at least I was, until the Burger King stopped by to play patty cake with my boss.
Patty cake with your boss? Are you daft, old man?
Why, yes, but that doesn't mean it didn't happen, see? Later I met someone at the local discotheque. We hit it off immediately. Luckily, everything up to this point had been but a dream. Unfortunately, my night terrors woke up your grandmother. "Was is the problem, meiner husband Arnold Strong?" she said. Then we made sweet, sweet love.
I really don't need to hear about every time you and Grandma get busy with it.
Yes, you do. Now, where was I? Ah, yes, I remember now.
And I ran so far away. I just ran all night and day.
Then I woke up in a puddle of somebody else's urine. Later, I met one of those hot singles that are always advertising in my area. And before you can ask, yes, she was a demon in the sack. Things got real hot between us. And that, kids, is how I ate your mother.
Grandmother.
Whatever. The year was 1974. The place was Vienna, Austria. Henry and I went to the city to look for work. While there, we visited the local zoo and tried rare cuisine. like elephant on a stick. We met with a local business owner. He hired us immediately, which I lorded over the local homeless population. Oh, boo-hoo. Get a job, you hippies. You see, his pet snake escaped from its bowl and hid in the nearby orgy tower. It was a big job, so we brought along your grandmother, who was quite adept at handling snakes, if you know what I mean.
Oh, not again.
Fine, that didn't happen. So we climbed the tower and entered through the snake hole.
Wait, why did you have to climb the tower? Surely there was a front door.
You bring up an interesting point. Now shut it. The adult is talking. Anyway, we found the snake tube and entered the Chamber of Secrest.
Don't you mean the Chamber of Secrets?
No, I mean Ryan Seacrest. He's standing over there.
Welcome back to New Year's Rockin' Eve.
Really, Grandpa?
Yes, really. Anyway, it turns out the man who hired us, like all men, greatly exaggerated the size of his snake. And by snake, I'm referring to a man's penis.
Yes, because of course you are.
With ninja-like stealth, I snuck up on my quarry and attacked before it could even respond, allowing Henry to stun it with a tranquilizer dart. Later, we celebrated a hard day's work at ye old-timey Hooters. Your grandmother wanted her cut of the payment. But since she didn't do anything, I said no. Don't worry. She earned her money in a different way.
Grandfather!
What? Later, this dude asked us to find his son, who was kidnapped by a bunch of no-good sun-worshipping hippies. Then he gave us money to go save her.
Wait, you said find my son, but you also just said, here's money to go save her. Is he asking you to rescue a boy or a girl?
I don't know, maybe he doesn't impose traditional gender roles. I told your grandmother to stay behind because she didn't do anything on the last job. I did, however, compensate her generously for the night of exquisite lovemaking. The next day, I took my Mustang out to find the girl. I stopped by Walter O'Flanagan's sculpted rock garden.
Those rocks don't look like they're sculpted at all.
Oh, believe me, they are. He's just not a very good artist. After a long day of searching, I finally found those damn sun worshippers. Stupid hippies. After a long day of walloping peace nicks, I fell asleep under the old napping tree, where I dreamed about the time your grandmother and I went hiking in New Jersey.
Hold on a minute, that's not New Jersey.
But that's what the location card in my dream says.
But it says Blue Mountain, when it's obviously red.
Well, it's my dream.
Yeah, but hey, wait a minute. That's just the planet Mars from Total Recall.
And here I thought I was just having a bad reaction to breathing the Jersey air.
Can you just get back to your story, please?
Fine. I followed those damned hippies to their stupid party for jerks. They picked me out of the crowd and started beating me for no reason.
Are you sure they beat you for no reason?
Now, I'm pretty sure I deserved it. Your grandmother found me and brought me to Walter O'Flanagan's Rock Garden and Medical Center. They watched over me through the night, where I was again attacked, but this time by the spirits of dead hippies. Your grandmother tried fruitlessly to beat them off.
Don't you really mean Grandma fought them off?
No, and even though the odds were against me, I did not survive.
What?
Don't worry. Using advanced medical techniques, Walter O'Flanagan was able to bring me back from the dead. Walter then explained how much I owed for his medical expertise. Luckily, I had a plan to pay him back.
And what was your plan?
My plan was to wait for unsuspecting travelers to visit the rock garden. Then I'd beat them and steal their money.
But that's a terrible plan.
Tell me about it. Eventually, I repaid Walter by giving him head. Yes, I went there.
Oh my God.
Anyway, while sitting there pondering my next move, I met a lovely lady that said I should seek my fortune in the new world. So off I went. I didn't have much money, but I was able to afford a seat on the wing of the plane. After arriving, I changed my name from Arnold Strong to something that sounds more American. Arnold Schwarzenegger. While trying to get a job as the lead in a Matilda reboot, I met your real grandmother and started a family. But that is a story for another time. The end.
Wait, what do you mean the end? I have so many questions.
Like what?
Like, what do you mean, real grandmother?
Oh, that?
And what's with you claiming to be Arnold Schwarzenegger?
That's
And what
because-
happened to the hippies?
Well, you see...
And the other grandma?
Well, she...
And why did you have a hand puppet named Moo Baka? If you enjoy our nonsensical ramblings, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Thank you for watching.